Cena, and I love cars. Ever since I got my first ride at 14, I've been obsessed with everything about them. There's no cool way to do this. Hey guys, I'm in the car. I've had the privilege of driving them all, from luxury cars, SUVs, to sports cars.
30 to 100 miles an hour in a matter of seconds.
If it's got 4 wheels, I need to know every single detail about it. I feel like when you run out of the tunnel at WrestleMania. That's how excited I am. The passion I have for cars is matched by the admiration I have for people with grit, drive, and perseverance. And to me, there's nothing better than connecting with someone to find out what fuels their drive to succeed. So join me as I spend time with the most successful celebrities on the planet and talk about what drives them, both on the road and in their heart. We'll get intimate details and some stories you've never heard before, as well as taking a look at their really, really, really cool rides. This is What Drives You with John Cena. Today I'm in Los Angeles to meet a rock and roll fat ass, Travis Barker. Travis is the explosive drummer of the punk rock band Blink-182, who sold over 50 million albums worldwide. And their 2023 tour earned a whopping $85 million. Inspired by Animal from the Muppets, Travis is considered by many to be one of the best drummers on the planet. He's also an author and an entrepreneur with an apparel line, a record label, a CBD wellness brand, and a vegan restaurant. Travis is an icon in his own right, and his car collection is no different. Take one look at his rides and you know he is not messing around. I am amped to check under the hood of what he's driving these days. I also got to hear what it's like marrying into one of the most recognizable families in the world, the Kardashians. Fantastic. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for allowing me in.
Of course.
Wow, this is incredible.
Yeah, this is my second home. This is where I do everything but sleep, basically.
Got everything in-house?
Yeah, this is like the compound, you know?
Man, I hope we're not going for a ride on the bikes, although it would be entertaining.
It's actually the real purpose of this building is to house all my hobbies. One is like BMX bikes.
When did you get into BMX?
So I grew up skateboarding and riding BMX. Loved both. And as I got older, I started seeing GTs and hutches appear. And it was really kind of tapping into my childhood.
Skating, BMXing. Any other hobbies?
I mean, of course, playing drums. That's what, you know.
You managed to turn that hobby into a profession.
Yeah, I was actually really young playing drums, like playing pots and pans at 4 years old. And no one musical in my family. And they said, yeah, I think I can get this kid a drum kit because he won't stop banging and everything. So that led to me playing drums. But skateboarding was my love, and I just so badly wanted to be a skateboarder. And then as I started skating with all the really good kids, I figured out you're not going to be a skateboarder. You know?
And more than a hobbyist.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of those moments in my life too.
I say like skateboarding raised me, like taught me how to dress, taught me what bands to like. Just like the culture I grew up around. I thank skateboarding.
I know we're going to come back to this space.
Yes.
One of your hobbies is cars.
It is. I love cars.
What drew you to cars originally?
It was my dad.
Okay.
And at the time, I think it was like, I didn't quite get it. I'd be like, who cares about the 56 Ford that's in the backyard that never runs, that just has like, I would just mow weeds around it. I never really got it. Now, 48 years old, appreciate old cars. So I just like, I saw him love it and it rubbed off on me.
That is awesome. I won't take weekends. Buick GNX, which stands for Grand National Experiment, was destined to be a classic. It all began in 1973. A young Buick engineer wanted to teach some Boy Scouts automotive engineering by fitting a turbocharger to a Buick V6 engine. More than a decade later, the GNX was born. Only 547 were made. And in 2021, one sold for a record $275,000. But all the cars had something in common. The GNX only came in black.
It has no miles. It had the sticker on the window when they got it. There's still that factory.
66 miles. You can see that where the sticker was. Dude, this thing is amazing.
My wife saw me and was amazing with GNXs. I gotta get one. And then 1 year for my birthday.
Dude, this was a gift?
Yeah, it was a gift. It's like one of the best gifts ever.
The Grand National is a sinister looking car. And they somehow made it look meaner with the GNX. With the rims, with the sleeve logos. I absolutely love the turbo decal on the seats.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Oh, man, the two-tone interior, like this rocks, dude.
And it drives
Turbo 6. This was the ultimate sleeper. And a rare find. Do you mind if we check under the hood?
Yeah, of course, let's do it.
This is incredible. Holy hell, this is an 800-mile car.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, all this is still like you can eat off of it.
There's no way we're taking this.
No, I was like, that's why I wrote this, because I feel like this is my daily driver.
Okay, wow. The Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon 4x4 Squared was initially created for military purposes in the 1970s. 1 year after the German-built car hit the Autobahn, an order came in from the Pope, who used it as his Pope-mobile. The G-Wagon's off-road capabilities are impressive. The vehicle has crossed the German coal fields, the Sahara Desert, and the Arctic Circle.
So this is my second one I had. My first one, I'm driving with my kids, and a school bus runs a red light. And I end up getting in basically a head-on collision with the bus. I end up pretty much getting out of the accident unscathed. But it saved my life.
Thanks for sharing that. That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
And man, I'm glad we have a nice nice model to take for a drive today. Mercedes put unbelievable suspension on these things. They give you off-road tires. This is not a normal G-Wagon. This is like a assault vehicle style G-Wagon.
Yeah, I really feel like this is the only vehicle that comes with this suspension stop.
Man, these things are incredible.
Yeah.
I've never ridden in a G-Wagon,
Really?
so I can't wait to go for a ride.
Yeah, let's
Do you
do
know?
it. Yeah.
Man, let's just go for it. Like I said, I'll keep it simple.
We have what we need for a beat. Yeah, that was incredible. There's one thing too to like not only know how to play piano, but to know what notes to play is a whole other talent. And you did that. You did it immediately. Like you played piano, played piano. Of course. That's gonna be so cool. I can't tell you what that means. It's gonna be amazing, man. Yeah. That's gonna be so cool. Want to just draw in some bass, Josh?
Yeah.
And then you can just go and freestyle, do whatever.
Dude, you're asking live. Yeah, look at it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be awesome.
This is going to happen. This is it. This is it. Okay. You're not going deep. You must solve. Give me a second. Unlock the must solve. Yeah, that's right. That's what I strive to. I got one question. What drives you? Okay. We'll warm it up. Yeah.
That was sick, John. I feel like what drives you is the chorus. If you have anything you want to say in between what drives you, we could like maybe loop what drives you. And then if you feel like doing any ad-libs in between it, that could be really cool.
Any ideas? Question. What drives you? Your fortitude and motivation. What drives you? Your source of extra inspiration. What drives you? In any given situation. What drives you? So seize the moment, kick the day in.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, those are good together.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got.
Legendary, dog. That's so good. That's awesome. I
Thanks,
love
man.
that too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You got your song and you've given me your entire day, man. I'm gonna lead you to the real music.
Oh, that was
Thank you
amazing.
so
I'm
much.
gonna send you a bounce of this, and I'm gonna like
I don't know what that means.
make all the production awesome.
You were generous with your most precious asset, and that is what I'm truly grateful
Yeah.
for. I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah, that was great. We should put some grimy kind of like boom bap drums on it.
You're not going deep. You must solve. Give me a second. I knock the rust off. Yeah, that's right. That's what I strive to. I got one question. What drives you? Travis Barker is why you can never judge a book by its cover. Like his G-Wagon, he is durable and reliable. Travis is truly one of a kind. Although he has accomplished a lot in his life, he's hungry to learn more and believes he will never stop growing. Whether drumming or running a marathon, I've learned Travis is an extremely hard worker who is determined to succeed at anything he puts his mind to. Welcome to a place that drives me, my garage. Today, we're going to profile a 2010 Morgan Aero Super Sport. They made about 200 of these. This car is rare, it is weird, and as you move over the car, a almost Gatsby-like sense of what a Morgan is. From the side exhaust, all these slopey lines come down to the back, to the point here. It is a fastball right down the plate for me. I had a chance to buy one in 2010, and when I saw the window sticker, I ran out of there. I was chasing this car for almost a decade, but I was able to find it again, and I'm smart enough not to let it go. Smooth. It's a good sound. John Cena, and I love cars. Ever since I got my first ride at 14, I've been obsessed with everything about them. There's no cool way to do this. Hey guys, I'm in the car. I'm the person driving them all, from luxury cars to SUVs to sports cars.
30 to 100 miles an hour in a matter of seconds.
If it's got 4 wheels, I need to know every single detail about it. I feel like when you run out of the tunnel at WrestleMania. That's how excited I am. The passion I have for cars is matched by the admiration I have for people with grit, drive, and perseverance. And to me, there's nothing better than connecting with someone to find out what fuels their drive to succeed. So join me as I spend time with the most successful celebrities on the planet and talk about what drives them, both on the road and in their heart. We'll get intimate details and some stories you've never heard before, as well as taking a look at their really, really, really cool rides. This is What Drives You with John Cena. Today, I'm in Los Angeles to catch up with one of my old WWE rivals, Mike "The Miz" Mizanin. To say The Miz is a legend is an understatement. This guy's won 20 major championships, which includes beating me at WrestleMania 27. Making him one of the most decorated superstars in WWE history. But The Miz first rocketed to fame as a 21-year-old kid on one of the biggest reality series of all time, The Real World. And from there, he's appeared hundreds of times in television and movies. I want to find out how this guy from small-town Parma, Ohio, who's married with 2 daughters, became a force of nature in the WWE. And also winning over legions of film and TV fans. It's no wonder his catchphrase is, "I'm The Miz, and I'm awesome!"
Welcome to Manor Marvis.
This place is beautiful.
This is a brand new door, by the way. You're the first person. I'm renovating right now. I don't know if you see all the way back there. I'm renovating right now. You're the first person that's actually knocked on this door.
And this is really Manor Marmiz.
Every house that Maurice and I have ever been to, we've named it.
Okay.
So first was Chateau Marmiz.
Okay.
Then it was Castle Marmiz.
Okay.
And now we finally ended up in Manor Marmiz.
This
And
is
so-
a beautiful manor.
Thanks,
and
man.
how long have you guys been here?
3 years.
Is this the favorite place you guys have rested your head?
So, who are you talking to? Are you talking to Mike in his 20s? Or are you talking to Mike in his 40s?
All right, Mike in his 20s.
Okay.
What's the favorite place?
Chateau Marmiz, because it was on Laurel Canyon right above Sunset Boulevard. There was no better place than to be right in the heart of Hollywood in your 20s. Everyone was going out, everyone was having fun. It was a blast.
So what's different about 40-year-olds?
40-year-old Miz wants to hang out with his kids and go to gymnastics, go to dance, go to soccer practice. You should see me at soccer practice. I'll be like, "Come on, let's go. You got this. Let's go, Monroe. Come on." And they have no idea. They're just kicking a ball around. They're just going all over the place. And it's like so weird, right?
I want to talk more about that, but we got to go for a ride today.
You want to go for a ride? So we got the G-Wagon. I love this car. If you look at it, it's awesome.
You're a man who uses the word awesome. Why is this car awesome?
I like a car that literally when you're driving it, people will go, "Oh man," you
Yeah.
know? So this one is the last gas powered.
Yes, and a very nice performance package, V8 bi-turbo, so when you mash the gas, it goes.
I don't even care.
I see 2 choices in front of me. Please tell me that we're not.
I mean, you don't want to take my golf cart?